A year after the release of the massively successful Live and Let Die, James Bond would face against one of his greatest foes in the man with the golden gun. A man who carries a distinct pistol made out of a lighter, a fountain pen, a cigarette holder, and of course a cufflink as a trigger. But get this, his bullets are made of gold as well, and he usually engraves the name of people who he's going to kill, and it's $1 million a hit.
This trinket is set with a note requesting special delivery to you.
I've never seen Mr. Scaramanga. Mr. Bond, this is impossible. I can't.
But one of the greatest things about this Bond film is the fact that Christopher Lee plays Scaramanga, and he's one of the highlights. He's deliciously evil. And a fun fact is that he is actually Ian Fleming's cousin in real life. Now, while the last film had kind of a blaxploitation aspect to it, this one definitely delves into the kung fu martial arts inspired aspect, as you see Bond going into Asian countries including Macau, Hong Kong, Thailand, amongst different others. And of course in this film, Bond is also assisted by the Chinese correspondents of MI6. He's also assisted by Mary Goodnight. Beyond that, Maud Adams actually plays Andrea Anders, and the fun thing about this is that Maud Adams actually has been in 3 different Bond films. And another cool little aspect of this film is the fact that you have Hervé Villechaize come into this film, and for those of you who know, obviously he played Tattoo on the Fantasy Island show, amongst other different random things that he had done with his career. And of course, it wouldn't be a James Bond film without the return of Sergeant G.W. Pepper.
How about demonstration, boy?
Certainly, sir.
Secret agent! That English secret agent from England!
Growing up, the man with the golden gun really wasn't one of my favorites. I don't know what it was about how they kind of handled some of the comedy aspects in this, but as I've grown up, I've grown to like it even more and more, and I feel like it's very underrated. Overall, I really like the aspect that you have James Bond kind of coming in here and going against his equal and whatnot in Scaramanga. Now, one of the things that a lot of Bond fans criticize Roger Moore's performance, at least in the first 2 films to a degree, is the fact that they tried to make him a little too rough and tough or a little bit too abusive, kind of like Sean Connery's Bond was, where he would slap around women or interrogate them. I'm sorry, I actually don't mind this, and I actually find Roger Moore very believable, even more so because when he does it, he comes off like a psycho, especially when he's about to break Maud Adams' arm at one of the points where he's interrogating her. James Bond has to come off very sweet and sincere, but the thing is that if he's going to kill you, he is going to be sweet and sincere, but he's going to put a bullet in between your eyes as well. Upon its release, The Man with the Golden Gun had a very modest box office, despite not connecting with audiences, and unfortunately its reception was very mixed at best. Some critiqued it for its lack of originality and the fact that it just didn't deliver on a believable Bond character. And to make matters worse, Harry Saltzman of the Eon Productions team had fallen on financial woes and hard times. As a result, he was forced to sell his half of the Bond franchise. But in a shocking move, instead of selling it to his friend and longtime business partner Albert R. Cubby Broccoli, he actually sold to the United Artists studio who had been making the Bond films up until this point and would continue to do so well after. And now with a major presence from Bond's past production team missing, it would be even more pressure onto the sole remainder, Albert R. Cubby Broccoli, to make and deliver a more successful Bond comeback.